Welcome students to the online class of Montbretia school. So children, today we will study English literature. All of you take it out and you know my name. My name is Miss Manisha. Okay. So all of you please take it out your English literature book because we will do today chapter 3 which we were doing. Okay. So take it out your book also and pencil also. Take it out. Students, in previous class we have done till here, that is section 2. Okay, now we will begin with section 3. Now in previous class what we have discussed is that, so in previous classes we have seen that the north wind gave him a ram. Okay, which the how did the ram work? The ram worked that if anyone will rub his wool, then that ram, means that male sheep, will provide a piece of gold. With that the boy can't pay him. Okay, so then what happens? Again at night he went to sleep. Okay, and then when he woke up, the ram was also vanished. Okay, now means someone has stolen that ram also. Then in section 3 what happens? See, I am reading, then I'll explain you. Okay, and you children please underline those words if you are not able to understand. Okay, or you can write it in any other copy also. Now he blamed the north wind again. You have taken back your ram. The north wind said nothing. He put a queer looking stick into a bag and gave it to the boy. He told him to go back and lock his door tightly at night. That night the boy was woken up by screams. He opened his eyes to see the innkeeper running about in his room, being chased and beaten by the stick. Help, help, the innkeeper cried. Now till here what happens? See, when the ram was also gone in the morning, when he woke up, then he again went to the north wind and then he started blaming that. Okay, but then what happens? The north wind now understood that something is wrong. Okay, so what the north wind, what did he do? Now this time he gave him a queer looking stick. Now what is this stick means what was the work of this stick? Queer looking stick means that that stick will keep an eye that what is being going wrong. Okay, so around you what is going wrong, means galat kya ho raha hai, so that stick will keep an eye on that. Okay, means strange looking. So now he gave that to the boy and then he told that today when you will go to sleep, you just lock your door tightly. Okay, and then you go to sleep. Now when the boy went to sleep, then again he woke up in the night. Why? Because he heard that screams were there. Okay, he opened his eyes to see the innkeeper running about in his room, being chased and beaten by the stick. Help, help, the innkeeper cried. Now when the boy woke up and what he saw that the innkeeper is running here and there about in his room. Okay, and why? Because that stick which the Norwood gave him, that stick is beating to him. Okay, whom? To the innkeeper. Yes. Now why? See, the boy quickly realized that the innkeeper had stolen his gift. Means the boy immediately he thought that the innkeeper has stolen all his gift. That is why the stick is beating him. Okay. Give me back my ram, said the boy. Get it, it is hidden in the barn. Now the boy when he understood, then he started asking for his ram, which the innkeeper has stolen, right? So when he asked to the innkeeper, then what did the innkeeper said? He told that go and take it, it is in the barn. Now what is the meaning of barn? Barn means a small place outside the house or building, you can say. Okay, where we can keep things. Okay, and where we can keep animals also outside the home, so that is called as barn. Now what next? He asked, give me back my tablecloth, said the boy. So next he is asking about his tablecloth, which at first the innkeeper has stolen. Okay, so where did the tablecloth was there? See, take it, it is in the kitchen. So the innkeeper told that go and take it because it is in the kitchen. Screamed the innkeeper, and innkeeper is screaming because he is being hurt. Okay, the boy went out and found his ram and in the barn and the tablecloth in the kitchen. He came back to the room. Then the boy took his thing, and then again he came back to his room. Okay, now turn your page to page 28. Okay, now see, stop, stick, stop. Now he said the stick stopped and jumped into the bag. Now when the boy said that stop, stick, now you go means back to your bag. Okay, so the stick stopped and then he jumped into the bag. The boy picked up the bag and the tablecloth. Then, leading the ram by a rope, he went back home. His mother was very glad to see him, and they lived happily ever after. Then he packed his bag. Who? The boy. Yes, the boy packed his bag, and then they all went. Okay. So now, students, this was our story. Okay, now what did you learn? That we should never steal things. Okay, if you will take things of others, then what you will get? You will get punishment like innkeeper. Yes, so I hope that you have enjoyed this story. Okay, the name of the story was the North Wind. Yes, so now, thank you, students. You will, for today your homework will be, you will read chapter 3, everything, the whole story you will read. Okay, and you will understand the chapter story, whatever I have made you understand. Okay, and also when you will read, you will mark those words which you are not able to understand the meaning. Okay, you will mark those words, or you can write it in some other copy. Okay, so that it will be helpful for you, and so that in when you will come to school, I'll explain you that meaning. Okay, so thank you, and do your homework. Have a good day. Bye bye.